Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 9 of Forever Alone. Last time we left off here with a tractor, which unfortunately is now gone. I kind of expected it to happen. I didn't exactly try my hardest to hide it, but we had fun while it lasted. Now, I believe this forest, if I run in this general direction, heads down to Berazino. Now, I went there last time to loot up the hospital, and if we just quickly check my gear, you can see that I actually have quite a lot of food and drink to last me a while, or at least long enough. I'm going to drop that soda can there. Oh, actually, I just put that in my backpack, but it doesn't matter, I'll just leave it there for now. And, yeah. So, I'm going to head down towards Berazino now again. And this time, I'm going to head towards the military camp, just to see if I can find myself a better weapon than I currently have. So this should be another really fun journey. So let's see how it goes. Here you can see Berazino on the horizon. This is where I just drove up last time. Left the tractor up there, came up from this road. And this time we're going to ignore the hospital, which is just ahead of me there. We're going to go round to the left a bit more and down to the military camp, which I'm hoping is there on this particular mod. I don't actually know if it's there or not, but if it's not there, then we'll have to head to the northeast airfield where I sniped 2 people from the tree line, and it looks like this time it could be us who get sniped, because I'm probably going to have to head towards that military camp. Now, for me, I'm not the sort of person who will risk going into the military camp, purely because I like to stay alive. I don't want to die every other episode. So I'm going to try my best to stay alive rather than kill myself, which I think is generally the gist of this mod. And therefore I might not actually go anywhere near the military camp, but go around it and see if I can pick off anyone again like I did before. Unfortunately, last time I think I got killed a bit unfairly because I didn't actually know where the guy was when I logged back on, and he probably just saw me spawn back in, which is really unfortunate. But either way, I probably deserved to die after the amount of time I actually spent there, and I probably should have moved on a lot earlier rather than logging out there, especially after I just shot a couple of people. So probably my bad more than his, but either way, I died, and we may as well just get on with it. Looks like I'm going to take the long way around these trees to get to the other side of Berazino. I'm doing something I normally wouldn't, which is run straight across the middle of the field. Now, I have actually done this a lot more times than I really should, but there's actually a deer stand up there. That might be worth having a look at. So actually, I'm going to run back the opposite direction I just came and have a look at that before I move down towards the military tents in Berazino, if they're there. Now, the reason I chose the Berazino tents rather than the northeast military tents is because the Berazino tents are actually a lot more in cover, and it's a lot easier to get around, whereas the northeast airfield, like you saw, it can just be sniped over so easily. Hopefully, though, I won't have to be too hostile. Hopefully won't be too many people around. I will be able to take out the odd person though, if I have to. Well, there was nothing in the deer stand, so back here I am, running across a huge field again. Once I get down to this tree line, I can follow it down a bit further on the left side of this town. And then it should come up to another set of trees, which once I go through, come through on the other side, and there should be the tents. Now, like I said, don't even know if they're there, so currently this is just me running to somewhere I hope there will be guns for me to pick up. Okay guys, so the server just restarted, as you can see by my quick change of clothes, and here is exactly where I was talking about. This is the Berazino military tents, or what was the Berazino military tents in this particular server, and this mod, it seems like it's been changed to a construction site, but there seems to be some sort of military netting next to it. So I'm not sure if there is any military weapons in that area, but I'm going to go and check it out nonetheless. So here I am heading towards the construction site, and hopefully, with any luck, there'll be something in the tents, which you can see just there. I'm not going to exactly look in the construction site right now, but I might come back to it if I find a vehicle, because it looks like there's quite a lot of vehicle loot in there. Just across the road, this military camp here is exactly what I was looking for. Gotta be super careful looking around in here, because there's military tents, it's going to be likely that other people will come here to find loot of their own if they know about the area, which is quite likely if they've played DayZ before. So I'm going to have to be very careful now. Obviously there is these flat buildings that do look over the area, and often you can hide in those and shoot out, but people often check those buildings, so people don't camp there that often, and if they are there, then I'm going to be pretty unlucky. I'm not sure if I just heard a gunshot there, but there is these tents here, so I'm going to quickly have a look inside. So there's a Winchester here. I'm going to get myself some more slugs, but I reckon that's not the original weapon. That's probably something that somebody swapped, which would suggest that somebody's been here recently. Now the server, as I said, has just been restarted, so if that is the case, then I'm going to have to be super careful. A couple more tents just here. Doesn't look like there's anything in this one. It's been cleaned completely. And this one has a soda can, which I could actually do with picking up, because I only have one currently, so there we go. In some ways worth coming here just for the extra ammo and the drink, but it's a lot safer places you can do that. Anyway, let's get out of here. Don't want to hang around too much. That's all the military spawns that there were going to be, so I'm not going to stay more than I have to. And I'm going to head towards the northeast airfield, which, if I get my bearings right, should be in this general direction. There should be a road I could follow. I'm just trying to think exactly where each road from Berazino goes. I think it's this one just across from here, over there. And then if we head this way, we should end up going in the right direction. Actually, mind you, it might be worth me actually checking those residential buildings myself to see if I can find a map and a compass, but I'm gonna have to be careful about the zombies, of which I still have one following me, and there's another one just up ahead. Gonna have fun moving into this town. Okay, so I've got closer into the town. I don't really trust these newer buildings so much. Sounds like there's a zombie just in here. Wow, he must be pretty close. But found my first set of peripherals. These are the kind of things I want to be finding. I'm not going to search too hard because I think there is a zombie just in that room. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Leave him be. Hopefully he won't follow me too far. But yeah, I'm really looking for a map and a compass. That's mainly what I'm looking for, and hopefully I'll be able to find them in this building just ahead. So I'm in the first of the buildings. I managed to just pick myself up a pair of binoculars. If I continue to search, there seems to be a double-barreled there, but I don't need that. I've got a Winchester, so I'm going to head straight upstairs, where I can hopefully find some more peripherals. But this may take a little while, so I'll just continue and get on with it. Then I'll probably head to the supermarket. Now this camping tech could come in handy, but I don't have a pistol yet either, so let's pick up this. So I took the pistol, I left the tent. I'm not going to be needing a tent anytime soon, I don't think. Might be nice to store some stuff in, but for now I don't really need it. So I'm going to head across here to the other building, but I think I can hear a car nearby. Might just be hearing like a zombie murmur, but we'll see. I'll just continue to loot for the time being. So I found another few things. Found a watch. Found another pistol, which I didn't exchange for because it was 9x 19mm ammo rather than 9x 18mm ammo, and 9x 18mm ammo is actually easier to find, so I decided to stick with the Stetchen APS rather than the P38 that's just sitting here. That's a decent gun, but not something I'm going to be using. I'm going to stick with this particular weapon. It also has a higher ammo capacity if you stick to its original ammo, which has 20 rounds per mag, which is very, very useful, especially for taking out zombies. So I'm going to hold on to this gun for now. And you can see I've got it out just in case any of those zombies sneak up on me, because it's a lot more quiet than the Winchester sitting on my back. So just let that zombie pass by and then I'll move across to the next building, where there seems to be some shotgun shells floating in midair. Well, whoever lived here loved weapons, because there's 2 Winchesters. Not that I need either, and I don't need the ammo because I actually have 3 mags for this Winchester now, and I don't have really any space to pick up anymore. I was really hoping for a backpack in one of these buildings. There's also a pistol here, a PPK, but I'm not going to pick up that. Low ammo capacity once again compared to the gun I currently have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out of this building and I'm going to head across the road to the supermarket, where I hope there will be either a backpack or a compass or a map, and I can use them to then find my way from Berazino to the northeast. Now I have obviously a general idea of where it is, but I don't want to be running around for ages trying to find it, so obviously a map and compass will come in handy, but otherwise I'll just have to rely on my instincts. So just around this corner is the supermarket I was talking about, so I'm just going to head straight in over the road. Well, looks like I'm in luck. Managed to find myself a map. There's also some soda can here and some trail mix, fun. And there is a survival ACU, which I will pick up in just a second. We've got another APS mag, which will come in handy, 20 bullets extra for my pistol. We've also got some smoke grenades and some other stuff. Just taking a look around to see if I can find myself a compass before changing everything into this backpack just here. Also got a Colt Python, a assault pack, another 2 watches. It looks like this particular store dealt with watches, and it looks like it paid off checking around first, because there's an Alice back in the back here, which is bigger than a survival ACU, so I'm going to pick up that instead. So let's open it up, switch all my gear in my backpack straight into it, if I can. There we go. And then I'll go and pick up some more loot. So filled up the Alice pack with food and drink. Got my medical supplies in there, I've got my ammo in there. And that should be pretty much everything. Got a few free spaces in my main inventory, and there's a camping tent just out the back, which I am thinking about taking. Well, I'll just pick it up for now, why not? Let's let the zombie wander past and then think about heading towards the northeast. So let's get going. So now I've got a map, I can show you guys the plan. Basically, I was just here, this is the supermarket. I was sitting here, and I've just run up to a house around here. I think I'm sitting just there. I need to continue with the road on my left and get to this road here, then follow it down, and where it turns, continue going straight until I hit this road, which will take me to Dubrovka. Then from Dubrovka, I can follow this road all the way past Mount Klen to Krasnostav, where the northeast airfield is. So that's the plan. I'm here and I'm trying to get to here, at least by the end of the episode. So let's get on my way. We got a long way to go. Well guys, I ran up past the fence and There was a lot of zombies behind that fence, and they are currently following me. Well, at least one is. The rest were crawlers, so nothing too much to worry about. I was just about to use that building to escape from the one that's following me, but apparently there was already a zombie in there, so hopefully I can just lose him through this one. That will do nicely. Now we're going to continue up this way until the road turns. Now that zombie there should hopefully lose me in due time. Else he's going to give away my position completely. The sprinter has lost me, and it looks like the crawlers have too. So that is fine, and we're going to continue on our way with this road until it turns, in which case I can just continue running absolutely straight, and I should get to where I want to go to very quickly. So I'm going to enjoy this jog. So here we are at Dubrovka. Very, very cool little village that I use a lot of the time to get around. Especially on the Wasteland mod. It's probably like the town that I go through the most. I don't actually play Wasteland that often, before you guys ask. But when I have done in the past, this is where I always seem to go and drive through. It's really useful for getting to the northeast airfield. It's probably the easiest village to recognise due to the roads around it. It's got that nice twirly road at the top, and it's got this road that heads straight past Mount Clen towards the northeast, so that's the way I'm going to head. Well, I must admit, this road's a lot longer when you run it. I'm very much used to driving down this road when I have a car or a vehicle of some sort. I've never actually ran the entire distance, and from Berazino to the northeast, it's actually a lot longer than I remember. Like, generally, people associate Berazino with the northeast airfield because it's like the closest, most significant city, but in theory it's actually Krasnostav, and Krasnostav is still quite a distance from Berazino, and well, yeah, I never really expected it to be this long, but hopefully I'll get there soon enough. And Krasnostav should be just on the horizon very shortly as we approach Mount Clen on our right. This is Krasnostav, and we've just arrived. This is the barn just outside. I'm actually going to have a quick look in here. Not sure if there's anything I'm really missing from barns, but it might be worth a check just to see if there's anything that spawns that I could use. Oh, it's just another hatchet. We've got a water bottle, another hatchet, and some tin cans. Well, not much I could use. Now, there is a supermarket in Krasno, so I'm going to actually have to check that out. There's a couple of zombies at that entrance, so I'm going to sneak out the side door. So there is the supermarket. Going to be getting in there shortly. Lots of zombies spawned around here. Hopefully there is nobody here already. I didn't actually get a chance to see because I came in at an awkward angle. But there is plenty of food here, so I am going to take a bite to eat and then switch in a new can of sardines. Wonderful. Now my stomach is full again. Still have that camping tent. We've got another, we've actually got some drink here. I may as well have a drink as well. Add another soda can to my inventory. Right, let's find a compass. Always comes in handy eventually. And once I've got a map, it's not so useful. But generally I find a compass before a map. But this time it seems to be the other way around, which is nice. There's plenty of food here. There's even some toilet roll and a whiskey bottle. But that's about it. So it looks like I'm going to be heading to the forest just above the northeast airfield. So here we are, back to the forest above the northeast, where we were before we got killed last time. So, pretty hostile woods, I would assume. Gonna have to be careful this time around. which I'm going to be doing, not this episode, but in the next episode, because this episode I've been running for a pretty long while, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Now, I know there hasn't really been any action, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed the looting. I haven't actually been doing that for a while because I've had all the gear I've needed, but now I more or less do once again, and hopefully I'll be able to find an upgrade for my weapon soon enough. But that's it for today. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.